According to the Stereophonics in their 2007 album Pull the Pin, it's the time of your life on Bank Holiday Monday. Well, in England, Wales and Northern Ireland it is, obviously, because in Scotland it's not Bank Holiday Monday. It's always Bank Holiday's not for another 3 months or so. In fact, it's quite a sort of UK kind of thing, isn't it? The concept of bank holiday. It's a just, do you know what? Just enjoy your Monday, take some time off, catch up with Monday Matters right here on Gary's Stuff. Hello there, I'm Gary. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today indeed is Monday Matters as usual. I'll be looking at the news of the week. I'll be looking at what I've been up to on my bench, and of course I'll be announcing this week's kit of the week. All of these bits come as chapters, so you can hop backwards and forwards, pick out the bits you want to watch first, bits later, watch the whole thing through, whichever you prefer. That's made easy for you to do. Now, if you enjoy the show, and I hope you do, please remember, imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. And if you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and you'll be notified of all my future content as it is published. And of course, if you'd like to offer a bit more concrete support, you can do that through Super Thanks by becoming a channel member or by using any of my online partner programs. Now, before we go into the news of the week, I just want a couple of quick things. Firstly, got a notification from YouTube the other day. We passed 2 million views on the channel. That's right, 2 million views. I think it's crazy too, but there we go. So just over 2 years ago, we started the channel. 2 million views, 12,500 subscribers. Things seem to be going well. Thank you also very, very much to all of you who supported the channel directly, supported it just by subscribing and by watching my videos, giving them the thumbs up. However you've supported the channel, thank you so very, very much. Of course, biggest thanks has to go to my dear wife, Maria, for indulging me in this little experiment for the last 2 years and for letting me use a spare room as a production room, of course. Secondly, the group build, the Equinox 2023 group build has just started. So we've got lots of entries coming in already. People showing me what kits they're going to make, the starting of the kits, how they're getting on. There's some really amazing progress being made. I'll be popping up some videos now and again on the channel just to keep you in touch with what's happening, what's going on, just in case it inspires you to join as well. It's never too late to join in. Well, it'd be too late to join in on the 22nd of October because it runs till the 21st of October, but you can start any time up until then. If you're waiting for a particular kit to come out or waiting for an order to come in or just waiting for a bit of time to do it, don't worry. You can still join in whenever you like. It's not a competition. It's just here. A bunch of us can just get together and have a bit of a laugh making kits, the tooling for which originated in 1973 or earlier. What you do with it after that is entirely up to you. Out the box, go for it with resin, with photo etch, with scratch building, with strange decals, with what ifs, whatever you like to do, do it. All it is 1973 or earlier tooling. Use scale mates to find out whether it's a re-release or whatever. It doesn't matter. Whenever the tooling was originally made, that's what matters. Okay, enough of that. Let's make a start with the program proper and have a look at the news of the week. The new 1/48 scale Western Sea King from Airfix has finally started to arrive in stores. I've made one, I'm very happy with it, and I'm sure Airfix will shift them by the container load. You can check out my build of it on my channel. ICM is continuing its 1/35th scale range of AH1 Cobras with the early version of the AH1G. I've made the late version already, and it was a delight to build. In fixed wing, there is the new Hobby Boss MiG-29K in 1/48 scale. Apparently the artist doesn't think much of Russian landing techniques here. At the same time, Hobby 2000 is releasing a kit of the M29 in 1/48 in the colours of the Czech and the Slovakian Air Forces. This, of course, is a rebox of the 1993 Academy kit, but with new cartograph decals and a canopy painting mask. One Man Model has this juggernaut of a kit of the twin-deck Breguet Sahara transport, which he will print for you in 1/72, 1/48, or even 1/32 scale. It's very, very well detailed, even comes with a functioning loading door and deck details. Be aware, however, that at 1/32 scale, this kit will be 1 meter 35 centimeters wide, which is exactly the same as the length of the re-released Saw Art kit of the German Dora super heavy railway gun. This is in 1/35 scale, yes, 1/35, and comprises over 3,000 parts. The 800mm caliber of the gun translates to around 23mm, just under an inch on the model. Price list for this, well, you're looking at £900, although you might get some early bird discounting. You'll probably be wise to set aside a similar amount for paint and weathering washes. Still on the rails, but considerably less taxing, is this new Panzerjägerwagen carriage from Hobby Boss in the more affordable and practical 1/72 scale. From Amusing Hobby as a new toolkit of the Soviet T-80 main battle tank in 1/35 scale. There's plenty of detail in the interior, including an AK-47 assault rifle for the crew. Also in 1/35 scale, Magic Factory has released this dual combo kit of the MRZR all-terrain vehicle. It comes in the 4-seat rapid transport infantry version or the anti-drone version that has its own radar and electro-optical sensor suite. J.W. de Boer from the Netherlands has announced a new 1/72 scale resin kit of the Landswerk M36 armoured vehicle. This is a great kit for the collector of World War II rarities. With more punch, if considerably slower firing rate, is this 13-inch coastal mortar called the Dictator, made by Micromere in 1/35 scale. This siege weapon was used by Union forces during the American Civil War. Moving offshore now, an ICM has this brand new 1/72 scale kit of the Moch type U-boat. It's a single-seat U-boat armed with 2 torpedoes. When it's built, it will be just over 15 centimeters in length. A nice size if you're just dabbling into the water for the first time with a submarine. Now, a fun break from all this military stuff might be the IndyCals kit of the 1911 Marmon Wasp in 1/25 scale. This car achieved fame by becoming the first winner of the Indianapolis 500 race. And finally, a fun break from reality might be this re-release kit of the Cyclops from the movie The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. This new release features a glow-in-the-dark body and, apparently, frightening lightning strikes. At a scale of 1/35, it would be very easy to integrate into a fantasy diorama. On my bench this week, a couple of big projects. The first was the Armour Hobby Hawker Hurricane in 1/48 scale. Really, really, really enjoyed making this kit. It goes together very well. It's fiddly at times, but that's because they've put a lot of detail in. The plastic is lovely. The detail on the finish is just superb. I primed, shaded, and painted the kit, and the wings look like I've done like ages of panel line washing and all that, and I haven't done any. You can still see every single rivet. It's an absolute beauty. The engineering is phenomenal. The plastic's pretty good as well. Lovely kit. Thoroughly recommend it if you want to build a 1/48 Hurricane. It's an absolute gem. Also, keep an eye on the Armour Hobby site because they'll be doing plenty of variants of the Hurricane if their 1/72 range is anything to go by. The other thing I've been building this week is the Chevy G7107 truck, the US Army Infantry Patrol set from ICM in 1/35th scale. I've built the truck itself. That was a labour of love in some ways, only because there's so many parts to it. Properly full suspension, properly nice engine, all the transmission. You can see a lot of it still anyway, and the flatbed and all the rest of it. Amazing kit. The only thing I didn't like terribly much was the placing of the Browning M1919 on one of the hoops of the roof. I don't know whether there should have been a pole to support the pencil or not. I don't know. Anyway, that's the only other thing that was a bit dodgy on the kit. The rest of it is lovely. However, it's not quite finished. And that brings me on to announcing this week's kit of the week. Now, the 7107 came as a set with 4 figures. I haven't put a video up of those yet. That is going to be the next video, how I do the painting of the 4 figures. Then I thought, do you know what? I can't just leave these figures in limbo, just standing around on a blue background. So what I've done is I've got my diorama base to go on. So this is the Mini Art Village diorama with fountain, and this is the kit of the week. It's a kit because it comes in parts in a box. It's a kit, right? But it's a diorama. So I'll be, as usual, having a look inside the box. Then we'll have a look at how to put the diorama base together. Then we'll start having some fun in how to paint it and decorate it, doing textures, doing weathering, doing bits and pieces and grass and just generally dressing the whole thing up. Then we'll put the G7107 and the figures back in there for a completed diorama. I'm going to call the diorama Hey Lieutenant, and we'll find out why when we get to put the figures in. Do come back for that this week. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have a blast. My first my first larger scale diorama for the channel. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are too. So come back for the diorama, come back for the figure painting, and then maybe 1 or 2 other things on the way as well. How are you going to know when all of this comes out? Well, what you should do, of course, if you haven't yet, is subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and you'll get a notification when all my new content is published. And of course, anything you see on my channel that you like, please give it the imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. Thank you so very much for tuning in again. Do come back for the diorama, the rest of the figures, and more content. Have a lovely week. Happy modelling. I hope to see you again very soon. Take care now, and goodbye.